Good morning, good morning, good morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Moderna. Hitting everything this year, man. 3 layers of Goldman Sachs yesterday. 3 layers of Goldman Sachs. Wow, wow, wow. Now, let's talk a little bit about how you can trade. You trade it up, you trade it down. And so let's say you started with Goldman Sachs and you have a small account. Let's say 20 grand, 25 grand, something like that. So let's say you just bought one of them, right? Hold on, I'm trying to buy some SPXs, but just to cancel replace. I have some crazy orders in. I have the 40/40s in at 10 cents if it dips, and I have the 39/50s in at 30 cents puts. Just because if we pop and drop and pop, or one way or the other on the CPI, that's way out there. Okay. So let's say you had a small account and you bought Goldman Sachs's with us. Now we bought we bought 140 of them because I was putting in money worth, not number of contracts worth. So about 140, and we bought them at 118, so 120. But let's say you bought them at 120, but you only bought 5. You have a small account, so you did a $500 trade. You had 25,000, 25,000, or you could have done 2 contracts. So let's say you did 5, and you bought them at 120, and it goes up to 220, and then goes up to 320, and Sam says, okay, I want 420, so I wanted 3 points, and they went to 10. They went to 10, okay? But so let's say you sell them at 420 with Sam, so you made 3 points. 3 points on 5 contracts is 1,500. Not bad, right? But then immediately Sam buys the next one, the 340s, and they were 60 cents. Okay, so now you said you had bought 5. So let's say if I had a small account, I would have probably bought 6 or 7. I'd have added some leverage. So let's say you bought 7. So 7 times 60 cents is 420. So you're going to put 420 back in. But you made 1,500. You made 1,500. See, so Sam bought 200 of them, but I made 42 grand, and then I put 12 back. I made 42 grand and I put 12 back. Okay, so that 12 then went to $2, right? So that went to 40 grand. So that 12 grand went to 40 grand. So it made another 28,000. But for you, you would have bought 7, and they go to $2. So that's 1,400. So what you'd have made is another 1,000. So now you're at 30. You're at 1,500 on the first one and 1,000. So you made 1,000. You're up at 2,500. And then Sam bought them again. He bought the 35 cents, and he sold them at 1 again. He sold them at 1. So made another 10 grand. So for you, I would have bought 10. After the second sale, you're up 2,500. You buy 10 more. You put 350 back in, and they go to $1. So you make another 650. So now you're right around 3 grand. You made 3 grand. 3 grand on an initial investment of 500, 600 bucks. Okay. Now, somebody said, "Well, Sam, why are you selling GS? It's going to go lower." So, guys, this is what I talk about, and I try to teach you all the time. Talk about ranges and historical moves. Historical moves. In the last year to year and a half, what's the most Goldman Sachs has ever moved? So if you know the most it ever moved is like 20 to 30 points, ballpark, you don't even have to know the exact. But when it got down 29 points, you're selling everything. Maybe it goes down another 10, but you're selling everything and waiting for the pop. Okay, that's a historical move. Ranges, where can it go? Well, we all knew if it broke this 350, it was going to go to 344, 342 area, and it went right to 344. So that's where we started selling everything. That's called layering. That's called making money with a little bit of money and not over risking anything. Now, so Sam made what, 22 on this, 23 on the second one, 43 on the first one, 60, 20, I'm having trouble here, 65, and then 10 grand on the next one, 75. So I made 75 grand, okay? 75 grand, okay? So, but this is very interesting. So because I made 75 grand, okay, I held my end phase. Now, end phase had got all the way up to $4, but it went back to 1. But I was okay with that because I've already covered every single option I have. It's paid for every one of them. And I'm positive. This is trading. This is how you get better. Okay? Okay. Today, PPI. I don't even know what they're expecting, but let's see. Okay? So if you have some more questions, just let me know. Okay? Okay. Just type them in. So you got Netflix earnings tomorrow. You got PPI today. But here's the thing. So if you go back to listen to the NOW CEO and what he said, we are going to hire, now, if you know what SAP is, and SAP consulting and all that other stuff, then you can understand NOW. Okay? So NOW runs your company. You put it in the service, and say you're, I don't know, say you work with cars, autos, okay? And it says, okay, this car came in, John needs to go do it. As soon as John pulls the brake pads off, and Mike needs to put on the rotors. He needs to do the rotors. So it sends emails. It sends tasks that you have to do. So in a company, there's 1 million tasks. So if you have all these tasks you have to do, it tells people who has to do that task and next and where it's sitting in the pipeline. One after the other. Amazon, does it have to box, and this guy has to do stuff, and this guy has to do stuff, then this guy has to do stuff, then it has to go there, then it has to put the stamp on, then it has to go. I understand there's other software that does it too, but NOW runs companies, okay? So once you put that software in, he's told you they have a 98% retention. That means you're paying for the software. When you have to pay for it again, you pay for it. Because if you don't pay for it, that means you have to redo your whole company on what happens one thing after the next. Okay? 98 to 99% retention. Then he told you they're going to hire 1 million people. Everybody is laying off people. Now, NOW is not going to hire 1 million people. He did not tell you that. He told you our company, with all the consultants, we're going to hire 1 million people. So remember, when you were in college and all this other stuff, people told you, okay, go learn SAP and you'll go make $200 an hour. So you go learn SAP or you go learn Lotus Notes. I used to do Lotus Notes, so I said that. Okay? Or you go learn all these different softwares, Salesforce. Okay, if you're a Salesforce expert, they pay you X amount of money. So, and that's what NOW is. So he's saying that software is so popular, they're going to hire 1 million people by 2024. So this year and next year. Everybody else is laying off people. Okay? Now, he told you one more thing. When the dollar was at 109, he told you there were severe headwinds. Because he's all over the world, but he's not all over the world. You got to understand this. This is very interesting. So he told you severe headwinds. So let's say you make money, and we told you about this, overseas, and you have to convert it to dollars. At 109, you're getting less dollars. At 103 or 102, where it is now, you're getting 7-8% more dollars. So immediately your earnings are better. Now, if you make less revenue, obviously they're lower. Okay? Okay? So very, very interesting. Then he told you they haven't even expanded. There's another 70% of the world to expand to. They're only in 30% of the countries. 70%. Wow. And once you put in their system, you do better because you're telling people what to do and tasks and all this stuff. And it takes time. But your business runs smoother and better and cheaper. Okay? Very interesting. So now they have earnings. So in theory, if they beat and this 432 is taken out, it's at 500. Now, I'm not telling you it's going to beat. I'm telling you it's a possibility it can beat. But that's the thing. It's gotten to 432. Every time it gets to 432, it goes to 390. I'm telling you, it drops 40 points instantaneously. Instantaneously it drops. But if they beat and it goes to 436 and holds, it probably goes to 500. Okay? Interesting. Okay? Okay, so today I showed you how to trade with profits and wait and make money. That's it. Very straightforward. And because if one thing is running, you can hold other stuff. Okay? Very, very interesting, very interesting. Today we had Moderna. So we bought Moderna Friday because we said this cancer vaccine, we didn't even expect this news. This was the cancer vaccine. When they announced the cancer thing, 4 weeks ago, it went to 216. You add this on top of this. If this 216 is taken out at the open within the first 15 minutes, this thing's 232. 232. And how about MicroStrategy? Ripper. But now let's go back to NOW. If the cloud is bad and people are using less cloud, then that's bad for all the cloud stocks. NOW, it's bad for Snow, it's bad for MDB, but they're all acting good. Now, here's the thing, and I posted this last night, and you still have 20% of the people in the world that are just stupid. They're just stupid. I said, if you buy Tesla at 101 and you sell Tesla at 130, and today it's 136, yeah, you're upset. You sold at 130. But you don't have it. Why do you care? Why do you care if you don't have it? Really, why do you care? It doesn't matter. Learn to care less about stuff you don't have and care for things that you have. That makes you a better trader. Okay? If I have Tesla and I sell Tesla, I want Tesla to go down 50 points so I can go buy it again. Very straightforward. None of this is rocket science. This is SAM 101. And if you want to become great. Okay, PPI coming. It's going to be at 7:30, so then we see. Okay, let's get started. Okay, good morning, everybody. SPX was up 10. Let me go look. It's up 13. Okay, you're at 40.03, 40.09, 40.16, 40.42, 40.50. Huge number, 40.50. Avago, 588, 600, 603, 609. NVIDIA was ridiculously strong yesterday. I have no idea why. 177, 182. Underneath 161. Lam Research, 477, 482, 500 Beast. Underneath 431. Goldman Sachs. Think about this. This guy lost more money than in the history of Goldman Sachs. Now, here's what I would like to do on TV. If I'm in Davos or any of these places with these guys and they put me on TV, the first thing I'm going to say is, can we get all the bank executives on here? Okay. Then I'm going to say, you guys have told me in every business school, I didn't go to business school, I'm smarter than that, okay? And I learned it all myself. Here's the thing. Everybody tells me if interest rates go up, the banks make more money. But what they don't teach, this is what they don't teach, because the professors are morons, okay? Here's what they don't teach. Just because interest rates go way up and you make more money, you have more defaults. All your loans start defaulting. They'll teach you, oh my God, if interest rates go to 20%, the banks make the most money. That's wrong. Because everybody defaults on everything they own, and the banks get wiped. They get wiped. There's a median of where the interest rates can go and where the banks make the most money. And look at Goldman Sachs. They have no investment banking business. It went to shit. Why? Because the economy, everybody's scared, fell off a cliff. Okay? So this is why I don't read books. This is why I don't do charts. Because I don't care about anybody else's opinion. I just care about the simplistic basics of everything. If you learn the basics and you have a brain, you can become great. Very straightforward. You don't need somebody else's opinion. Why do I care about somebody else's opinion? My opinion is better than that. And you guys will listen to me and say, why do I care about Sam's opinion? You don't need to care about Sam's opinion. You just need to say, Sam gave me information and said Moderna's second vaccine can run to 216. Now you take that information and you decide what you want to do. What you want to do. Hey, Sam's an idiot. I don't believe it. It's not going to go. Okay, don't buy it. It's okay. It's just information. Just information. Goldman Sachs, 346. This should get to 330. This should get to 330 over the next few weeks. If the market craters and goes down to 3,800, this thing will get to 314. Baidu, 129, 121, 138. Baba, 117, 119, 122, 126, underneath 100. Microsoft went up on a downgrade yesterday. Wow. 244, 249, underneath 238. Apple, 138, 149, underneath 128. Amazon, 98, 101, underneath 91. Snowman, 148, 152, underneath 141. Netflix earnings. Now, I can't believe Netflix is going to be great. I still don't believe it. Maybe it would be okay. But let me tell you, just think about the simplicity of stuff. Now, I understand there's different types of people in the world. And there are people that have no life. And they're like, there are people that may have to go to the bathroom every 10 minutes. And they're like, oh, I can wait for a commercial. But they make you watch 180 seconds of commercials. Jesus, 3 minutes. 3 minutes. 4 times or 5 times during a show. That's 15 minutes of commercials. Now, I don't know about you, but here's what I know. What I know is if I have an hour, I'm not watching 15 minutes of commercials. I'm going to pay that extra $7 or $8. I don't know who the hell is. The people going to say, oh, I canceled Netflix. It was $14. It's too much. I canceled Netflix, but I go to Starbucks every day, and by canceling Netflix, I got an extra day that I can afford to go to Starbucks. Quit going to Starbucks. There's a Mr. M's over here next to a McDonald's where I live, and it's 99 cents any cup of coffee you want. They got pumps and primers with all that stuff, caramel, whatever you want. Go make it yourself. 99 cents. They're $8. You can put whipped cream in there, 99 cents. I mean, it's just hilarious to me. People paying $8, $9. Or add a muffin in. Oh, but, honey, cancel our Netflix so I can give me a Starbucks another day. You can't even make this up. Let's go watch commercials. Honey, I got 20 seconds. Okay, there you go. Hey, 20 seconds. Interesting. Okay? So that's Netflix. If it has bad earnings, this is going to 250. I mean, ridiculously fast. Okay? BIIB can't get through 290. MicroStrategy, 241. But there's a battle at 21,000. If it gets to 22,000, it's probably 260. If it goes to 20,000, it's going probably back to 215. Boeing can't get through 216. We told you that. It's in the tight range, so just wait. NOW 422 is a number, but 432 is the number you're watching. Okay? MDB 206, 209, 222. Tesla runner, second day runner. Second day 138, 141, 150. Moderna 206, 209, 216. Beast ENPH 262. Comments, questions? Moderna, how would you approach adding to your position? I'm going to buy the 215s right at the opening, maybe 217.50s, maybe even 220s, don't know. May add a week, don't know. But I'll sell the other ones right away and make money on them. And play for free. So we bought them at 140. They're going to be 10. So you're going to make $8. I only bought 50 or 60. I think 60 because I put in 10 grand. So 140, you can make 8 points. Let's just say 8 points times 6, 48 grand. So I'll probably put in 10 grand or 12 grand of that profit. That's it. That's it. Sam, lights just went off. I make profit on a play. I usually put the whole profit back in. Very nice, Mark. Congrats. Everybody have a great trade day. See you in chat.